Forward as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Yeah.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Finley. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, 25 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go again. Check. Lucky. Here we go, 47. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championship, baby.
Hey, Wood.
27 Mike. Mike, 27. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Prescott, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Check Mike 21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Here we go, 498.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 180. Here we go, going to 53.
Sponge. No, over.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tackles.
Here we go, 46.
25 to Mike.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. 180. 26.
Now Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. After one, it's 9-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the ship.
We're going to 54. 180.
Watch the ship.
Prescott now. Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You go tight. You got tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, here's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Harris now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go, set, 15 line, 15 line.
Watch the slant. Watch it.
Greystone, travel. Yep.
Staying open.
Ready, ready.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing Jones. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
T.Y. Hilton. It's a gain of 19, but it's third down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check, 47. Coming.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yard.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On second down, Kamara. Oh, nice move. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, here we go. 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Shit.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Hey. Watch it. Hey, kill. 47. Under. Check. Watch 54. All day, baby, all day. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to, and this will be caught at the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards.
There we go. 4-8. Mike's by 4. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Say. Kill.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 47. I'm here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Yes.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw this time. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. We're pretty good. Go to 54. Line 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something as safe as something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
44's a mark. 44's a mark. Hit it.
Jones, a final shot before break. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know he ain't got it.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike. Record. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Prescott from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey! 47. Check, 47. I got one.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Davenport in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
3rd and 8.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Nice, sweetheart.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Hey, 20. Check back 21. Get that quarterback at all costs. 26.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. 50. Hey. 56. Check 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Kill.
You draw quarters.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Bravo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Mike's 56.
Yep.
Mike's 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Shoot.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones rolling to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And the catch made by Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, box truck.
Now Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check out.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
47. We're going to 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
It's our time. Slam.
We're going to 54. 1-8. 47. Done.
Here's Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Situation. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just to got him into the end zone.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones, the strong running. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Jones now to throw from his end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Mike 54. Come on. You better bring it.
Kamara trying again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting fourth and goal now. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation, for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints,